So I'm going to give you some strategies to help improve the learning experience of the slow learners in your classroom. One thing that you can practice is have pull-out sessions with them. Pull-out sessions that allows them to learn at their pace. Not a pull-out session that you're still rushing things. No, a pull-out session that will allow the the students to learn at their own level of ability, at their own level of assimilation. And this can be done with a support. That is why it's always good for them to have a facilitator around them to help guide them with these extra sessions with them. The teacher can also come in and introduce the topic being taught in class, and the facilitator now takes it on and then reinforce after classes. So this is the extra time that they get after the main classroom lectures that they would normally get. During your pull-out session, do not give too much information to those students or to that child in the classroom that you know is slow to learning concept. Let your pull-out session be simple and straightforward. Do not give them too much information. Do not load them with so many concepts. And if it's just one topic you want to talk about, just take a sub-session of that topic that you know when you explain it, this child can understand it in a very calm way. Don't overload them with too many information during their pull-out session. Pull-out session is like taking them on the lighter ground now and helping them to learn in their own pace. So another thing you can also implement to help them have a better or an improved learning experience in the classroom is prepare a separate scheme of work for the slow learners in the classroom. Yes, something that breaks tasks even further down. You can repeat a scheme of work a term or two, depending on how they're able to catch up. And this scheme, if you can, it would be nice you can actually plan this scheme on individual basis. Yes, because if you have 2 or 3 students that are slow learners in the classroom, they may not be slow at the same pace. So it's always nice to create something that best suits each child. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy, but really that's the best and standard practice. Developing a scheme that is best suited for a child. No, you know their strengths, you know their weaknesses. So if you create something that best suits what they can do, then in that way you can track the progress of that child. But if you do a general scheme, special scheme, it may not really fly with them, because either the scheme is slowing some down or the scheme is too high for some. That's why it's always nice to plan scheme on individualized basis. On special needs level, we call them individualized education plan, with a lot to individual needs. For a teacher who is having more than 2-3 students in classroom, it can be challenging, to be honest. It can be challenging planning different scheme of work for different students in your classroom. So what you can do is plan it and then know what is good for A, what is good for B, and then distribute it. It's always good for them to also have support, those students to have extra support other than the teachers in the classroom, because teachers have a lot of work to do already in the classroom, even with every other student in the classroom. So it's always nice for them to have that extra support. Another way you can also improve the learning experience of the slow learners in the classroom is pair them up with their classmates. Yeah, explain to the student before you even introduce that kind of structure into your class. Explain to your student and let them come willingly. When you throw the question, do you want to help so and so wants to be in so and so group, let them come willingly. Do not please oppose those kind of things on your student that they must be in a particular group because they want to help. Let it be something they are willing to do without pressure. Another method you can also apply is appreciate their achievements. Appreciate their achievements. That alone will boost their self-esteem, will boost their morale, will boost their self-confidence, will boost their ability. They will motivate them to want to do more, because they want to be appreciated by either the teacher in the classroom or by their peers or by anybody in the environment. So always appreciate the small wins. Always appreciate their effort. Always appreciate any little thing that they do. In short, make it a habit to always appreciate their achievement. That also serves as a source of motivation for them to want to improve and do better to impress you next time. So always appreciate and recognize their achievement, make it public in class, so that it will also even motivate other students. Explain all this to your students, so that when you start appreciating them, some students are not feeling like the teacher is not appreciating me, but I'm always answering questions, I'm always, no, explain to them. And in short, this cuts across the classroom. Any child that does well in the classroom appreciates any of their achievements. Yeah, I think this shouldn't even be for students that are having challenges in learning in the classroom. This should be for every child, because if you tell me, if I have done well in math today and you tell me, well done, Joy, I want to impress you tomorrow, because I want you to say well done to me. So that's how it works. Another method you can apply is make use of active learning. I've explained this before. Active learning is demonstrating, relate your concept to real life situations. This also will help them retain attention and retain the concept that you're teaching in the classroom. I can't explain this enough. Be creative is more like being creative in your classroom. If you're teaching about culture, in short, don't just show picture of Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbos. Go beyond showing pictures. Go the extra mile. Show the different dance in different culture. Show the different food that different cultures do eat. Show them the clothes they do wear. In that way, and let them even model it. Come and dance like a Yoruba man. You come and dance like an outside girl. You come and dance like an Igbo man. You will see that by the time is engaging. No question you will ask about ethnic group in Nigeria that they will not be able, at least they will say something. Even if they don't go in details in the theory part, with the practicals you have demonstrated in the class, they will be able to answer your questions. So that's just the trick to it. So creativity, going beyond the topic to relate the concept to real life events. Yeah, that's what it's all about. With these strategies I have shared to help improve the learning experience of the slow learners in the classroom, I hope you will go and implement them. Don't just listen to me and then you say, oh, we know. Implement it, start it. But then you start at the end of the term, you'll be able to measure the progress of the students in the class. So you will be able to even know, oh, the slow learners in my environment, how have they performed this time? How have they performed this term? So it gives you are able to measure. Please apply them. They are simple to apply. Just make it a habit. Just make it a habit in the classroom. Make it like a routine that you do in the classroom, a ritual. And your students will get better. So I'll come again in my next video. By the way, I'm Joy Okoduti. Bye for now.